Hello friends, it's Allison dropping in to share with you a new scrapbooking layout for Scrapbook Nerd. It is an entry that is going in my December Daily 2023 album, and it's also created for a challenge for the weekly challenge this week at Scrapbook Nerd. I decided to run with the celebration theme because our friends to the south, the Americans, are celebrating Thanksgiving this weekend, and I thought it was perfect for a challenge. So your challenge is to document a celebration. All the details for the challenge will be found in the friends group over on Facebook. I'll leave the link in the description box down below so that you are able to find it. The post for the challenge will be pinned to the top of the page. Okay, so I used Vicki Boutin Evergreen and Holly, which is still available in the shop at Scrapbook Nerd, to create this layout. I also used my Cricut to help me embellish it just a little bit more. I only have the 6x8 paper pad, the washi tape, and the little sticker sheet here to the left of the screen from this collection. So to help embellish it just a little bit further, I used my Cricut. So I used the Cricut to create this snowflake. I'm also using my Wink of Stella clear shimmer brush to add some sparkle to the snowflake. There's a couple really tiny snowflakes that I add later on to the layout that will also get some shimmer on it as well. So I cover the whole thing with the clear shimmer, and then I'm going to add a foam square to the back of that to lift it up a little bit, just to give it some height and interest. I decide at the last second that I'm going to add some liquid glue to the back of that. Just added insurance, nothing moves in the future. And I'm going to place that roughly by eyeing it right in the center of that pattern paper panel. That panel measures roughly 2.5 inches wide by 3.5 inches tall. And the same goes for the photo as well. I printed that at home. I converted it to black and white and then printed it at 2.5 by 3.5. So I'm just going to use my ATG to attach those to the layout base. The layout base is a little piece of textured white cardstock that was cut down to 5.75 by 7.75, 7.75 inches. I used my Cricut to draw a border around the outside edge of that white cardstock, and then that's matted to some green pattern paper from the 6x8 paper pad from Evergreen and Holly. So here's the little snowflakes that I mentioned just a moment ago. They are also being added to the layout with some foam squares. There are strips, foam strips that you can get to add height to your layout. I'm still working on these cheap ones that I'd gotten from Michael's forever and a day ago. And the little square ones I actually will sometimes cut in half using my scissors to size them down a little bit further. So there's a few different options for using foam adhesive in your scrapbooking. And then again, at the last second, I decided I better add some liquid glue to the back of these little guys as well. So I carefully peeled this little snowflake up. It was sitting on the photo just a little bit, and I was worried that I would rip it. Luckily, I didn't. Added some glue to the back of it, and then added glue to the puffy stickers, which are tiny little snowflakes on circles off of the sticker sheet, and those are going in the center of those little snowflakes. And then here again, more liquid glue on the back of that foam square. That pretty well brings me to the end of this layout. I am going to add some more shimmer to those snowflakes. If you noticed at the top of the layout, my title was colored in. I used alcohol markers to color them and my Cricut to create the title, which is Holiday Must-Haves. And here in Alberta, we gotta have snow. It's just not Christmas without it, and that's what my layout was all about. I'll leave links to the products that I used in today's layout down in the description box. Feel free to check that out. And here's the close-ups. Thank you so much for joining me, friends, and I will be back again soon. Bye.